Hey guys, it's Josh. I'm back again with another Rogue Company update. Today we're talking about Dima, the buffs that they're going to do for him. Not make him buff like Scott Gandhi, but the buffs. We're also going to talk about Sigrid's abilities. If you guys look at the back, there is an Easter egg, and I'll cover that in the video. I'm also going to talk about some other new updates, some new insights, and give you guys a lot of good stuff. So let's talk about this. Let's see what Scott Gandhi has to say, and we'll cover it.
What's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about Dima. Yeah, I should say we're talking even more about Dima.
Are we tired about Dima already?
In our next release,
Nope.
Dima will be receiving a modified version of his existing passive. Now, why? Well, that's a good question. For a very long time, the community has said, hey, Dima's passive really...
That's a sneeze. You'll see why.
...of the other rogues, and we agree. So what's the change, Scott? I'll tell you.
Achoo.
Bless you, kitty.
Thank you.
Got a sick cat. Breaks my heart.
Oh, man.
Dima's new passive. It's still called Burn, but it does the following. Enemies damaged by explosives are going to be revealed to you and your team for a short duration of time. This now means
Tracker rounds, guys. Tracker rounds.
Or a grenade, they're going to be revealed.
This guy right here.
Which is a huge change. Now, in our testing, we have found that this is not only a great counter to players like Fixer and Scorch,
It is.
It also helps you follow up and really get the kills on the people that you damage.
To frag out.
As always, we want to thank you all so much for your feedback. And what I want to know is, what do you all think about this change? Is this going to make Dima even better? Or do you think he's still going to be in the same spot? Let me know by responding. As always, we after it. In our next...
And
after it.
let's get after it.
After it.
All right, cool.
In our next...
All right, so let's first cover the Easter egg in the back. Scott Gandhi always does this with his videos. If you guys don't know, he posts on Twitter. He usually has a streamer, or he might have a map. He might have something that gives you guys insights. This is the new character's abilities. We talked about this yesterday. The SMG, the shotgun, the pistol, which is Fixer, the Axle, melee weapon, Semtex, the stem, the lifeline, which is her new switched out perk that they talked about yesterday on Reddit, tracker rounds. I think that's tenacity. We'll cover this. I'll be super accurate on my breakdown on another section of this video. This one is the additional ammunition, damage thingy, evade, and then fast reload. So this is her. Sigrid's abilities is right behind Scott Gandhi on his monitor. Nice, cool touch. I like that. And I think this might be ready for tomorrow. Unless they unleash her by Christmas time, which I think that's pretty late. Just because you've already ended the month and you're heading to the new year. So technically it's like this character should have came out in 2021. But I think to not make people wait, they might bring it out tomorrow. Worst case, next week. But we will see what they do, because they're doing a lot of new things with the characters, bringing out a new map. They're talking about Jackal, which I know is going to have to be the PvE mode. But let's cover what he just talked about. Scott Gandhi just broke down the Dima buff. And not about the buffness that Scott Gandhi has right here with his big guns. You got to take cover and all that stuff. More about the buff that Dima's going to have in terms of his abilities. So we already knew this coming into this update, that they were going to buff his main ability, which is that grenade launcher. Right now, it works perfectly fine. But what they're going to do now is that these grenades are going to cover a larger radius. So it's going to spread even further, which can make things very annoying for us when we're playing against him. Not when we're playing as him. That's going to be a beauty. But it might be annoying just because now, like, even players that know how to play Dima, I sometimes get stuck and then I get knocked by him. Now imagine I'm trying to leave and these grenades even go further. So again, it's all about placement. I tell you guys in my videos, it's all about placement with Dima's ability. If I shoot it down, the radius is smaller. If I shoot it higher, the radius is going to be larger. Now imagine that with the buff. What is that going to do? It probably might even cover the whole map, which it won't, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. So the Dima's ability, they've added another buff, which is his passive ability. So now when you use his grenades and also his ability, it's going to track the opponent that's getting hit with it. So it's basically tracker rounds, a tracker round passive for Dima when he's using his grenades or his main ability. So think about this. I hit an opponent that's right behind a box. He gets revealed. My teammates can knock him out. Now, I use my ability. I've used my grenades. But what happens if I pick up more grenades? That means I can keep fragging out with Dima, keep giving my teammates intel. And imagine if I have, let's say, Dallas, Talon. These guys are also giving me intel, but having Dima do that while he's fragging out is gonna be very OP, in my opinion. I think having his passive would have been enough. Him increasing the range on his main ability is going to make things very intense. Again, very sweaty, and you're gonna probably see a lot of Dima mains come up, even though right now there is a lot of Dima people playing them. But yeah, that's pretty cool that doing this update. I like that they're making this change, but personally, I say the passive would have been enough. If you guys look at the Twitter comments, a lot of people are saying more of the same thing. You see Diehard GG making a great point, which I saw earlier. I'm going to disagree with a lot of the comments so far. Dima's active and passive abilities didn't both need to get buffed. You could have just done this passive ability rework and then launched it in PTS. The MRV launcher, area denial, zoning in, kill confirmation can knock multiple members, destroy equipment in the area, flush enemies out from behind or around a corner. Has a limited range. Now can be used as a area reveal. Yeah, like there's going to be probably people loving it, hating it in terms of what's going on. But if you look at the comments, it's kind of like 50-50. So Biggie Beard also brings up another good point. He talks about how, if you're picking up nades, that could give your teammates good intel, especially when you can't get the knockdown very quickly. So he's a fragger. He talks about picking up nades, which he talked about for his passive right now. There's plus and minuses to this, but we'll see once, people play him, the team gets that data, they get to see what they need to do, if they need to nerf him or not. I think Dima was fine. I think his passive upgrade is good enough. Not more so increasing the range on that grenade launcher, because you can get some kills regardless. All right, guys, so that's my update on Dima, what they're going to do with him tomorrow. Let me go to the next section here that I have. So for those people that have Prime Gaming, have Amazon Prime, you guys already know, you guys can claim your free swag on the website on Prime Gaming. Claim it now. Claim now, like I'm going to do right now, which I just did. I have a Prime membership on Amazon for my personal business. But guys, if you guys know someone, let's say a family member, a friend, someone that you can use just for a month and then kind of like disconnect the account, that's how you can do it. You don't really need to have it, guys. There's a perk to this. There's a kind of hack to this. You can just ask a friend, hey, do you mind me connecting my account to yours so I can get something for free? And then I will disconnect it. You can do that, guys. It's not too crazy. You guys can do it. Unless you guys have it, then make sure you guys claim your free swag for this month for Rogue Company. So that's that. Now, we talked about on Scott Gandhi's video on the back, the abilities for Sigrid, and is actually broken down here. So we talked about her SMG, which is the one that Vi and Chalk uses. She's using the tactical shotgun that Vi uses. Warrant is the pistol that Fixer uses. The Semtex, obviously the one that I believe Chalk and Lancer only use. And then the Stem, the one that gives you health and it kind of gets you jacked up, it looks like, is here, which is a new one. Then her perks, which we want to make sure we have broken down completely. We talked about Evade, which we covered there. Evade is the one that you leave the situation even when you're getting shot. Shredder rounds gives you more ammo and you can deal more damage to equipment. Nibble hands, I think, is the fast reload. Tenacity, we know this, when you get hit with a bomb, it doesn't hurt as much. Tracker rounds, you shoot someone, you can reveal. And then Lifeline, which is the one that Dahlia uses to pick up opponents, which is her teammates, which is helpful. And this is going to be very interesting. Kid at work, when you have the shield up to revive a teammate, that will be interesting. And then her active ability, the ballistic shield, which we talked about. And then her passive ability, immune to slowing effects and moves faster while crouched, like Revenant on Apex. So again, guys, this is really good stuff in terms of Sigrid, Glacier, Jackal. We still don't know much about Jackal, the new group. And then the Dima buff they're going to do coming up in the new update. So I'm wondering, they might do it tomorrow, guys. I think they might do it tomorrow. Worst case, they might bring all the new stuff, the map and the character, the following week. But I think because we're getting close to Christmas, the holidays, these guys need to take a break as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it's tomorrow, because they need to fix all these things so that their teams can, take a holiday break. We're getting close to Christmas, almost 25 days or so to that day. So yeah, I think it's going to happen pretty soon. Worst case, it might happen in the weekend like they did for ranked. Who knows? But hopefully they bring it out soon. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the video. Please comment, subscribe, like, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next Real Company video. Later.